بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially gracious. Welcome to the forum. Mathropolis. We dedicated ourselves entirely to unveiling the magnificent treasures hidden within the realms of the human mind. It's a forum aimed at exploring mathematical solutions for junior-level students. Here, students can avail themselves of opportunities to attend free lectures on each topic. All practice nows and exercises have been solved with brief explanation. At the end of each chapter, here are worksheets for practice and preparation. Kindly subscribe the channel and click the bell icon for timely intimation of upcoming videos. It's mathematics of grade 6. We have started chapter number 1, that is, primes, highest common factor, and lowest common multiple. Topic of today's lecture is determination of prime and composite numbers. Let we understand required steps to determine prime and composite numbers with the help of worked example. Determine whether each of the following is a prime or a composite number. First number is 387. And the other number is 47. Let we determine first number, 387, that either it is a prime number or composite number. In step 1, we will check either 387 is an even number or odd number. It is an odd number as it doesn't end with numbers 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, but ends with digit 7. An odd number is not divisible by 2. In step 2, we will check its divisibility with 3. Add all digits of number 387. First digit is 3. Plus second digit 8. Plus third digit 7. The sum of these three digits, 3 plus 8 plus 7, is 18. We can easily confirm that the sum of digits 18 divided by 3 is equal to 6. It means the sum of digits 18 is divisible by 3 completely. We know that, if sum of digits of the given number is divisible by 3 completely, then the given number must also be divisible by 3 also. So, 387 must also be divisible by 3 completely. 387 divided by 3 is equal to 129. It is a complete, whole number. It means 387 is multiple of 3. That is, 3 multiplied by 129 is equal to 387. Here, 3 and 129 are factor of 387. And 387 is multiple of 3 and 129. It has been confirmed here that 387 has more factors other than 1 and 387 itself, so it has more than 2 factors. As 387 has more than 2 factors, so it is a composite number. Let we now determine either 47 is a prime number or composite number. In step 1, we will check either 47 is an even number or odd number. It is an odd number as it doesn't end with numbers 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, but ends with digit 7. An odd number is not divisible by 2. In step 2, we will check its divisibility with 3. Add all digits of number 47. First digit is 4, plus second digit 7. The sum of these digits is 11. We can easily confirm that the sum of digits 11 is not divisible by 3. So the given number 47 is also not divisible by 3. In step 3, we will check its divisibility with 5. It doesn't end with numbers 0 or 5, but with digit 7. So it is not divisible by 5. In next step, similarly, by using calculator we can get confirmation that 47 is not divisible by any other prime number less than 47. Let we find possible factors of 47. 1 multiplied by 47 is equal to 47. It has been confirmed here that 47 has only 2 possible factors. These are 1 and 47 itself. And 47 is multiple of 1 and 47. We have already learnt that the number which has only 2 factors is called prime number. So, 47 is a prime number. There is another example, that is, if P and Q are 2 whole numbers such that P multiplied by Q is equal to 13. Find the value of P plus Q. Explain your answer. In step 1, we will check either 13 is an even number or odd number. It is an odd number as it doesn't end with numbers 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, but ends with digit 3. We know that an odd number is not divisible by 2. In step 2, we will check its divisibility with 3. We can easily confirm here that 13 is not divisible by 3. But we will complete the step here so that if there is any larger number in coming questions, you may solve easily. Add all digits of number 13. First digit is 1, plus second digit 3. The sum of these digits is 4. We can easily confirm that the sum of digits 4 is not divisible by 3. So the given number 13 is also not divisible by 3. In step 3, we will check its divisibility with 5. It doesn't end with numbers 0 or 5, but with digit 3. So it is not divisible by 5. In next step, similarly, we can easily get confirmation that 13 is not divisible by 7 and 11 also. So, 1 multiplied by 13 is equal to 13. It means only possible factors of 13 are 1 and 13 itself. And 13 is multiple of 1 and 13. So, 13 is a prime number. And a prime number has only two factors, 1 and the number 13 itself. As it has been confirmed here that 13 has only two possible factors, 1 and 13. Finally, we can replace P and Q with its factors of 1 and 13. As in the question, it has been confirmed that P multiplied by Q is equal 13. So, replace 1 with P and 13 with Q. So, P plus Q is equal to 1 plus 13. And sum of 1 and 13 is 14. In next lecture we will discuss about index notation. May Almighty Allah always keep us under His protective arms.